those overseas stars. See left arm spin start things up. It will be Ruben Karki to get things going. Another one of this litany of left arm spinners we'll see throughout this tournament.
It's been the most effective style of bowling in the opening 3 games. Left arm orthodox.
Yeah, there's a big variety within those left arm spinners, isn't there? You think Dipesh Kandel and the way in which he is kind of very diminutive in stature, bowls quite round arm. Then you've got sort of more classical and orthodox Shahab Alam we saw earlier, Lalit Rajbanshi you've been really impressed with. There's sort of many ways to skin the cat of left arm spin, but it is definitely the thing that's in vogue here. And with the surfaces that a lot of the domestic cricket is played on, this is a fantastic facility at the TU. Also across at Mulpani, they've got good batting surfaces, but then when you go down to the provinces, can be a little bit spin friendly to say the least. You think down to Madesh province, down towards Bhairawan and Butwal, as you get down to the Terai region near the border of India where a lot of the cricket is played, spinners just dominate. You see domestic 50 over games played with 40, 42, 44 overs of spin. And that's something that I know Monty Desai is trying to change. He's trying to encourage the seamers to get their chance, but it's very much the dominant force here in cricket in Nepal.
I think Monty Desai is onto something. I mean, you have to look at Bangladesh, who were very spin dominant for a number of years, and now they've almost gone the other way, try to prepare surfaces to aid their seam bowling attack. And you think of Tuscan Ahmed, Shariful Islam, Shahdat Hussain, who've all come through. And if you're going to compete on the international stage against the very best, you need to have an entire attack rather than just a spin-friendly one. Right, end of the second, 19 without loss.
DHI Happier Home छुट्टै है
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं
Trying to do the opposite. Going to be an immediate change in bowling. The captain will bring himself into the attack, Sampal Kami. No shortage of confidence from the skipper. As this one's clipped away to the shorter side. He won't quite get to the rope. You ever heard a captain say that at the toss when you ask him to describe his bowling lineup and he says, yeah, we've got a certain fast bowler as well, Sampal Kami, speaking in the third person.
Well, the innings that he played showed that you need a little bit of confidence because his team were going absolutely nowhere, but he took matters into his own hands and he sorted things out. Can he do the same with the ball?
You captained a lot, particularly, didn't you, at Leicestershire? Would you ever have said that at a toss for a game in a county match? Who's to watch in the batting lineup? Oh, number 4, H.T. Ackerman.
I would definitely not have said anything about bowling. No, I don't think I would have said that.
Not really the South African style, is it?
Not really, no.
Yeah, he's really charismatic though. We love Sampal Kami. That's great. Flair. This one steered away very nicely, and it's going to be 4, even though it's the bigger side. Finds the gap, both third man and backward point up in the circle. Uses the pace to perfection, does Asif Sheikh.
2 men allowed outside the 30-yard circle inside the power play. One is being used at deep square leg. The other one is at a sort of a point. And so if you can play this stroke well, there is lots of value there. And if Sampal Kami get balls a little bit of width, gets the ball outside off stump, you can just run it down there. It's beautifully executed.
Yeah, Asif Sheikh is very much known as one of the most technically correct batters anywhere in Nepal. You can see the shapes that he makes. I know he was dismissed in that first match playing away from his body, sometimes because his natural game won't be to score at strike rates of 150 plus. He can look to force it a little bit too much. I think he's that good that he can just play his natural game, play the sort of Kane Williamson role in the T20. Look at those numbers, really good. Don't need to strike at more than 120 the way this tournament. Oh, what a stroke that is. That's going to be 6. To the shorter side, yes. Picks up the length of his fellow Nepali international and simply hammers him away for a Siddhartha Bank 6.
This had a lot of Ricky Ponting about it. When it's not that short, it's the pickup rather than a pull shot or a hook shot. Wow. And there was a change of field as well. Is that the man at point came up and went to long on, which meant that Sompal had to bowl really straight, but he got his length wrong.
Really good start this from the two right-handers, outstanding. 31 for none.
तपाईँको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं
Himstar for a complete home.
Pond Superlight Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Marvellous atmosphere. Really enjoying every second of it. I know you were on air here, HD, but it was down pitch side when those final 2 overs were being plundered around the ground, and the crowd were loving every second of it. And they're loving this now too from Anil Shah, and Asif Sheikh identifies that length quickly, needed to get it over the head of the man at mid-wicket, and he did, and gets it away for 4.
Well, a slow bowler friendly as the surface has been, you still can't afford to get your length that wrong, because there's not enough pace in the surface to get it that wrong short. He just stands, picks his spot and says, I'll have a Super 4 powered by Encel.
Oh yes.
Seen some quality cricket here, haven't we? The boundary option, and then in the previous over after the 6, respect from Asif Sheikh to a good delivery, and now the boundary for Anil Shah followed by the single.
I don't want to touch the money, but they look organised. For 3.3 overs, they've been very organised.
Wait.
Already, I know we're still very much in the early stages of this league. It's the highest opening partnership. And that's a nice stroke through the offside. Won't have the rhythm or timing to get to the rope. Cammy does the fielding, but picks up another couple. Looking really good here, these two. Much more like it. We wanted the local batters to stand up. Finally, Gulshan Jha at first, then young Arjun Gartri, and now the established 2, often up at the top of the order for the national team alongside the likes of Kushal Bertel, showing the way.
So far, it just hasn't been aimless swinging. There's been real method of where they've tried to hit the ball as well, where fielders have been up, where there's been no sort of boundary riders. It's been very clever.
That's it.
Bolts 38 for none. Very, very satisfied looking Janakpur Bolts team on the sideline. anyone coached by Pabudu Dasanayake will generally be very well organised, well planned. Things went a little awry in those final 2 overs. Went round the park. Oh, beautiful batting again. Just a flick of the wrists. Couple of bounces and it comes very close to getting to the rope. They might need to have a look at that. Whatever the case, Anil Shah really warming to his task.